are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a first carry for their fullback. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Falcons at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
Back to throw now on first down. And complete right side to Cook. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And complete to Drake London. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Back to the ground, Cook. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw here. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Philly. Give him 55 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second down, Cook. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on this good position, guys.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Looking to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal.
Here we go.
Back to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
These two teams all tied after 1. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's caught, Lockett. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go, here we go.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't it speak to how well he works with this offensive line? They know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Let's go.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Got London on a slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Quarterback quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Shot, 17.
They go play action here on first down. That's caught by Myers. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And give him some credit there, able to turn nothing into something as he spins forward for a gain of about 3.
Ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Penny, a first down carry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second and 3. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jacoby Myers with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
go. Come on. Hey.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Let's go now.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
77 Wolf.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. And this one complete to Smith. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll get this out wide to Penny. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
On the ready.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Oh, this is blocked. And the Eagles have got it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. This complete to Lockett. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They keep it with Penny on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Ready. Ready?
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jacoby Myers, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Coup for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
They run with Sanders off the option. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps it moving forward.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
They start the drive with Cook. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game, and if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just one pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Ritter's throw complete. This is London, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On the draw, this is Penny. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Kuhn knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout goal, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. This is Smith with a grab. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. It's caught. Lockett. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Tyler Lockett from 10 yards out. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott on for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Back to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 1st down, Hurts. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They'll try the middle with Cook.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 63 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And cycle.
They run again on first down. Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
Come on, back.
Another try for Penny. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Rashad Penny taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Atlanta, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host